This is the morning, the 18th of December. WLT report. Title: FBI cover up! Exclamation! Brown shooter identity: Mustapha Kharbouch. Question mark. Let's have a listen. I guess they changed their format. This is just in an audio format.
This is an automatic reading of the article, FBI cover-up. Brown shooter identity, Mustapha Kharbouch? Is there an active cover-up in the Brown University shooting? Does it involve Brown University and or the FBI? Many are saying yes. Many are also saying it appears quite clear who the shooter is. Note, I am not saying this is the shooter. We don't know. Also, everyone is presumed innocent until being found guilty. But there's a lot of smoke blowing around here, and I want to show you everything we have so far. People online believe the Brown shooter is student Mustapha Kharbouch. What we can confirm is that Kharbouch was featured in many places on the Brown University website and has now been entirely scrubbed. Police light emoji. Breaking. Ex-investigator at 0 Hour 1 pointed out irregularities last night with Brown University student Mustapha Kharbouch. Since then, Kharbouch's X account has been suspended, and Brown University has removed his profile from its site. All suspicion points to Kharbouch. pic.twitter.com/ACXC4ZMNMH. The Patriot Oasis. At the Patriot Oasis, December 16, 2025. The scrubbing is what leads many to believe there is a cover-up ahead of the news officially coming out. If it walks like a duck, shoots at Brown University's most prominent conservative, then all information about him is actively scrubbed from the internet. Who am I to say Mustapha Kharbouch isn't the SHOO terror? Man shrugging emoji. pic.twitter.com/ive6nd. pic.twitter.com/dc0846eisen. Mr. Baker, at SeanAnon82, December 16, 2025. Then we also have this. The police are refusing to say what the Brown University shooter yelled before opening fire and killing two people. Witnesses say he shouted Allahu Akbar. Why are the police covering this up? pic.twitter.com/xmcpgmvtwc. Libs of TikTok, at libsoftiktik. December 16, 2025. Our buddy Sean Farash caught some excellent screen records. Watch this. I'm not saying it's definitely him. All I'm saying is all the info about this Free Palestine activist and Brown University student Mustapha Kharbouch is being scrubbed in real time. And that is weird. pic.twitter.com/fm3z3mlz. Sean Farash, at Sean_Farash. December 16, 2025. People are also performing gait analysis and claiming it's a high 90% match. Orange diamond emoji. Brown University is mass deleting a series of celebratory articles on its website relating to Mustapha Kharbouch, a foreign-born Palestinian student in its Middle East Studies department. pic.twitter.com/9ddqlhhm. Monica, at Monica_is_his. December 16, 2025. I thought this video from my friend Kevin does a great job breaking it all down. Watch here, full transcript. Speaker, okay, there's either a cover-up going on, or by the time you watch this video, maybe there's already news that this is indeed the person. Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. But there's something really weird going on right now. There's this Palestinian third-generation individual named Mustapha Kharbouch, who apparently is a Brown University student. In fact, here he is in the Brown 2024 annual report. Here he is in the Brown 23 to 24 annual report. So, 2 different years, right? 24 to 25, 23 to 24. Okay, anyway, and when you search for the individual on Brown University's webpage and you do a search, there are a bunch of articles where it comes up as a research assistant, student assistant, meet our student assistants. Here's all this information on Mustapha. He's in a bunch of different articles at Brown University, like maybe an upstanding Palestinian person who wants to help other people. And all of a sudden, what we find is that when you actually click on each of these individual links, which I've tabbed open here, page unavailable, not found, unavailable. This one, that might just be popping up because it's a thumbnail. Page not found or some kind of index. See, his name doesn't show up in here anymore. So, probably this is like the blog page where it indexed his name but doesn't show up. But when you actually look at these pages, you don't see him anymore. You could Control-Tab on all of these and he just gets scrubbed. Access denied. Page not found. Access denied. Page not found. What's going on here? Now, apparently there's an allegation that this individual has also on his ex account, Mustapha_KH, apparently recently followed Zoran Mamdani. On top of that, he has also potentially left a review for a 9mm firearm, leaving a 5-star review after the FBI and police department revealed today. Well, I mean, the review was left previous to this, but we found out about this review after the FBI and police departments revealed that a 9mm handgun was used in the shooting at Brown. And here's a review from December 29, 2024, showing a Mustapha K verified buyer, best customer service ever, great price, and #1 products. Wing Tactical. This is for a muzzle brake outside thread 9mm firearm. The same buyer who also apparently left a review for a 9mm, let's see here. Nope, never mind. Same product here. Same 9mm muzzle brake product. This is just an image of it. Kind of interesting. Now, what people are most concerned about is the fact that this individual is now apparently getting scrubbed from internet archives. And people are wondering, is the FBI tipping off X because his account was banned and suspended on X? Brown, so they could scrub and clean up the web page over there? Like, why aren't we being honest with people? Why do we have to go delete the stuff? Why don't you leave it as a historical archive so normal Americans like us can see that people who even appear normal and have articles written about them can go crazy, and maybe we can all work together to try to find when that mental health illness snaps? We don't know. Some people on X are doing like gait analysis on this person walking. This is the person of interest at various different scenes here, and they're suggesting this aligns with footage of Mustapha K at protests. That looks like a carry bag he's got slung over his shoulder. By the way, carry bags, there, you could draw on these pretty quickly. Beats, you know, sort of an appendix or side carry or waistband carry. Usually carry bags will have a little string on the top that you could sort of yeet down. And when you yeet it down, you can draw almost in the same motion. So, yeet, grab out, you know, depending on how you want to grab. Some people move out. Usually when I train, I go back with a firearm because you don't want somebody else to grab your firearm. But, this isn't a joke about firearms. It's just simply to point out what a carry bag might look like or how it might function. Point here is this is the account Mustapha_KH. This is, you know, he's listed here as being a student and support staff research assistant at Brown University. We have his pronouns, I guess they /he, and all views are my own. And when people have captured his biography, they find that he is a quote 2022 first-year student considering concentrating in international public affairs with a concentration on the Middle East. Third-generation Palestinian refugee born and raised in Lebanon. Mind you, Lebanon is where Hezbollah has operated closer to the border of Israel to attack Israel. And then who have also been, you know, counterattacked substantially by Israelis, and then of course inside of Palestine. So the Gaza Strip, that's where we've had Hamas militants fighting. But anyway, attaining a scholarship to attend UWC Maastricht, he has led in and continues to help with community building initiatives and social change roles. He is fond of bringing his activism and identities, okay, interesting word, into academic spaces and engaging in activist scholarship. He is highly moved by questions of, I don't even know what the hell that word is. Justice and inclusion. But gosh, I can't even read how these universities write this stuff. I apologize. We got to look this up. What is indigeneity? The fact of originating or occurring in a particular place. So like where you're born or something. Oh, okay. Whatever. Just say that. He is highly moved by questions of this. Okay. At the intersection of queer studies. Oh, great. Great. Just go send the whole trans community off the cliff again, or, you know, here we go again or whatever. I mean, I know queer is not necessarily trans. I just see every single time we have one of these shootings, the first thing that happens on social media is people start going it's the trans. Mustapha is also currently the Cultural Programming Coordinator for the Global Brown Center and on the E-Board of the Arab Society. Well, this is why unfortunately all the innocent Muslims and Arabs, you know, where you're from or what you follow, you get wrapped up in this kind of stuff over and over again. And we saw the father and son duo murdering people in Australia, Sydney, Australia, Bondi Beach. And where are they from? Pakistan. ISIS adherents with ISIS flags in their car. I mean, who knows? Maybe this is all a setup, but apparently there are people circulating content on this person that this is a Free Palestine protester and, his account is now deleted. His content is scrapped. We don't know if this is indeed him. Could be wrong. And that's the problem, is like all of this could be wrong. You know, the internet gets people eat this up really quickly, and there is no confirmation that he shouted Allahu Akbar during Saturday's massacre. Though some people say that that is exactly what he said. We don't know, that hasn't been verified yet. You know, again, people are doing these analyses on Twitter, on X. People expect that there will be some form of a posting or announcement that this could be the individual. We don't know. So we'll see. But so far what we're seeing raises really big questions. That's what we do know. We know that for some reason the very professor that he worked with also now has his post protected. So the question is, why is the professor that he worked with protected? Now all of a sudden their tweets are protected. Why all of a sudden are we seeing the scrubbing of the individual's profile on X? Why was he on X and on Brown? And what's the point of not letting people actually see the content that we've just covered? Why hide what he said on X before his X profile was deleted? I would like to see it. You know, people try to do the Wayback Machine. The Wayback Machine's a little bit tougher to do with X. We could try it. It's sometimes a little tough though. If we go to twitter.com, you know, because we could go to twitter.com/RealmeKevin and you'll get my page. So, we know that functions. Let's try his X account and see if we could get that popping in the Wayback Machine. I doubt it, but let's grab the URL here. Mustapha, you got to spell it right, Kevin. Mustapha_KH_. Let's see if that functions. That account doesn't exist. Wow, totally scrubbed now, huh? Fantastic. Man, I hate this cover-up stuff. I really do. Oh, wow. Wayback Machine has not archived that URL. Of course not. This is an automatic reading of...
You heard what was said, huh? It wouldn't surprise me that he screamed Al Akbar. It wouldn't surprise me that the shooting in Australia and the shooting at Brown are sort of connected. They are terrorists. I don't know why the guy kept going, He sounds like Trump. Have a look at it, folks. Let me know what you think. Pass it along, and thanks for listening.